Now we study about the structure of anther microsporogenesis. The anther is the male reproductive part, means the stamen is the male reproductive part of the flower or angiospermic plant. And each stamen consists of three parts: filament, anther and connective. Anther consists of two lobes, and in each lobe there are two microsporangia or pollen sacs, and the filament is present at the base of the stamen, and at the top it is expanded portion called as anther, and both anther and filament get connected by means of sterile tissue called as connective. Then the development of pollen sac. Just below the epidermis there is homogeneous mass of cells, and at the sub-hypodermal region some larger cells develop. They are prominent by having the bigger in size and then cytoplasm along with the prominent nuclei. These are called the archisporial cells or archisporium. These archisporium cells divide periclinally and form into a outer parietal cell, while the inner primary sporogenous cells. The primary or parietal cell then give rise to the wall of the anther, while the primary sporogenous cells develops into a pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell or microsporocyte. Then the wall of the anther, it is made up of four layers. Outermost called as epidermis, it is single layer. Just below the epidermis there is a endothecium, it is fibrous layer, radially elongated cells, and below the endothecium there is a 2 to 3 layer middle layer, which disorganized during the formation of pollen grains or development of pollen grains. While in some cases it provides the food material to the developing pollen grains through the tapetum, and the innermost layer is a tapetum. It is single layer, consists of bigger cells having dense cytoplasm and prominent nucleus. The tapetum, it takes part, it is of great physiological importance in the formation of pollen grains or wall of the pollen grains. Through tapetum, the food material can be diffused from middle layer to the inner sporogenous tissue. The tapetum, it may be again divided into two subtypes: glandular tapetum and amoeboid tapetum. The glandular tapetum is again called as secretory tapetum, while the amoeboid tapetum is also called as plasmodial tapetum. The glandular tapetum remains, it gets completely surrounds to the sporogenous tissue, while amoeboid tapetum, it is not complete tissue but it remains mixed with the sporogenous tissue. The functions of the tapetum are: it diffuses the food material from outside to the sporogenous tissue, and also it takes part in the formation of wall of the pollen grains, and also it stores the protein and proteinaceous material during the early stage of development, which are utilized by the pollen grains, and also it transfers the oily substances which are formed on the wall layer of the pollen grains. Then microsporogenesis. What is microsporogenesis? It is the formation of pollen grains from the pollen mother cell by a meiotic division is called as microsporogenesis. Means the primary sporogenous cell divides mitotically and form a number mass of pollen mother cells or sporogenous cells which are diploid in nature. In some cases, some of the pollen mother cells degenerate and they serve as a food material for the developing pollen grain. While the active pollen mother cells divides meiotically and develop into a four pollen grains which are remain in close contact with one another in a tetrad. These tetrads may be formed by two types, by successive type or by simultaneous type. In successive type, the pollen mother cell nucleus divides and after first division wall formation in between two takes place, and then by meiotic 2, then 2 to 4 again there is a wall formation takes place. In this manner isobilateral type of pollen tetrad are formed. While in simultaneous type the nucleus of the pollen mother cell after meiotic division it forms into 4 haploid nuclei. After the formation of 4 haploid nuclei, wall formation takes place. That is simultaneous type. It is found in tetrahedral type of pollen tetrad. Again, there are some other subtypes of pollen tetrad. They may be linear type, means by transverse wall formation, linear manner, 4 pollen grains are formed, and in T-shaped type, T-like structure is formed, while in decussate type, in between 2 and upper one and lower one in this manner, 4 pollen grains remain intact in a tetrad.